What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video I am bringing you guys a 3 looks 1 palette with my Juvia's Blush Tribe palette. Now this is a pretty old palette in the grand scheme of things, but I am slowly but surely getting through all my palettes. I only have 2 palettes that I started the year off with, and I just recently purchased a palette today, so I'm doing really good. And this is what the palette looks like. A beautiful color scheme, which is why I picked it up. You have some greens and like a more really deep teal. You have some oranges in the middle. These 2 oranges are actually with the green undertone. This one's a highly duochrome color. It's actually the one that's in my inner corner and is a green. And then this one is an orange, but it also has like a green undertone, and this one's a more true orange. Then you have like a really green undertoned camel color, and then you have a really nice lime green. So this is a really interesting color scheme. I'm really happy with it thus far. I have only done 1 look with it, but if you're interested in seeing this look, which is the first look, and 2 other looks, then just keep watching. I'm here to bring you guys my first look with my Juvia's Place The Tribe palette. This palette's been out for a while. It got a lot of hype at the beginning. It started to die low. It has started to slow down, but I still wanted to bring you guys a 3 looks 1 palette with this one. And for today, I'm going to do a pretty basic eye. I've already set my primer, and done a transition shade. My camera's actually dying, so I'm just going to go ahead and switch my battery, and then we can just get into it. Okay, so for my like simple look with this palette, I am going to go in with Ashanti, which is the brown with the heavy green undertone. So I'm gonna go in with that right in my crease, and I'm using a Wayne Goss number 16. It's one of his biggest blending brushes, and I'm just applying that shade all over my crease really liberally. I'm not being very particular where it goes, as long as it's in my crease. I need a small mirror. Okay, so now you can see that I've got that color pretty much all over my crease with this fluffy brush. Now what I'm going to do is just stick within the Wayne Goss family, and I'm going to go for one of his smaller blending brushes, the number 17, with that same color Ashanti, and just try and focus a little bit more to potentially deepen it up by itself. And then I will blend out the edges with the brush that I used first. Okay, now blending out those edges. That is done. Now what I'm gonna do is take a Sonia G Worker 2 brush, and I'm gonna go into aroma right here, and I am just gonna put that on the outer V and into my crease a little bit. I probably should have used this color first, but we will see how it comes out. Yeah, I should have used this color first. It's okay. Okay, so this is interesting, very, very interesting. What I'm gonna do is go off camera and cut my lid pretty quickly, because I think I'm gonna reapply that orange on a wet base. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. As you can see, I've cut my whole lid, and now I'm gonna go back into that orange shade again and reapply it over this wet base. Because I put it on a darker color, it's just not going to adhere, or not going to show up. Not that it doesn't adhere, it just doesn't show up as vibrantly as I'd want. Hence me using the wet base, or the sticky base. It's not really wet. Okie dokie. Now I'm just going to go back in with a combination of 2 colors I've used thus far, just to do a little blend work. Just a little bit. I didn't want to do too much. Now I'm going to take the same brush that I used to cut my lid, which is a really small lip brush from Royal and Land Nickel. And I am going to go into Saga, this middle shade right there. I'm going to take that right on my brush. Oh, this looks like a beautiful color. And we're going to put this right on my lid. I didn't say it before, but if you guys can see glasses marks on my nose, that is because I've been wearing this base makeup for easily 5-6 hours, and I finally got around to doing this tutorial. So yeah, I wear glasses. So we're gonna take this all the way to my inner corner, and we're going to use the shape that I cut as like my guide. Wow, my camera went really out of focus there. we're gonna come together. So now you can see I have the lid shade, I have that orange in between, and then I have the brown green on the outside. Okay, so pretty good thus far. Let me just go ahead and do my lower lash line with you guys really quickly. And I am actually going to use a combination of Sun and Ashanti. I'm just going to dip into between both of them and put that right on my lower lash line. Okay, and now I'm gonna take that brush that I used the Ashanti shade in, and I'm just gonna go straight into Ashanti with this smaller Wayne Goss brush and just blend that out. There we go. I did put a little bit of Sun on this brush just to help really diffuse that color a little bit more. Okay, and then time to do my inner corner highlight. And for my inner corner highlight, I'm gonna try Coral and see what that is. We're gonna hope this is a duochrome. I think I remember seeing other people's review and it was. Can't see. Yes, it is a duochrome. Perfect. Okie dokie. So this is the look. Pretty easy, pretty basic. What I'm gonna do is just hop off camera. I'm gonna decide if I want to do liquid liner. If not, I'm definitely gonna do mascara and put something in my waterline, and I will be right back. Alrighty guys, so I am back. I decided not to do a liquid liner. I like this look without it. And yeah, this is what it looks like. Like I said, this is my more simple look for this palette, using just a few of the colors. I'll probably think of some more complicated looks later on. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed look number 1, and stay tuned if you're interested in look number 2. Alrighty guys, so we're here for look number 2. I've kind of figured out what I want to do in my head. We will see if it works out. I've already primed and set my base with my kind of go-to products, project pan stuff like that. And first what I'm going to do is put Masai in my crease. This is like a pretty lime light green. And I'm going to be using this as more of a transition color for this look. And I don't expect it to be super pungent or really out there. So that is why I put this in this spot on my crease. And I also did kind of go ahead and swatch through some of these colors to see what color is lightest, what color is darkest, because I didn't do that for my first look, and it kind of led the look to be not as I had anticipated. Alrighty. Next, what I'm going to do is start to kind of build my crease. Hopefully it's going to be a little intrinsic. And next I'm going to go into Aromo right here in the middle. It is the matte orange. And that brush I used before was the Sigma E40, and now I'm using the Wayne Goss 19. And I'm just going to put this right in the inner part of my crease. And as always, I need a mirror because I can't see. And we're just gonna really just concentrate this color right here in this inner part of my crease. I'm not really concerned if it goes onto my lid, but I just don't want it to go too high up or too far in. And I do tend to relax my eyes so I can see what it looks like, both eyes open and then eyes closed, you know? So making sure to look both directions. And in my camera, it does look like you guys can see the colors. Now I'm just gonna take that same brush and go into my color switch just to get the excess color off. And now I'm going to go into the second color for my crease, and I'm going to go into Tootsie, which, funny enough, I was going to actually talk about them in my thesis. I don't know if I'm going to still do it. But anyways, we're going to put Tootsie in the middle of my crease. And if you've been here for a while, you will know that I used to do this technique all the time, and I haven't done it in a really long time, so I'm actually really excited to be doing this one again. And we will blend better later. Don't worry. This is just the time to put all the products on in their places. And we're putting the brush in the color switch again. And next we're going to go into my last crease color. And I'm hoping it's going to work. I'm not positive. I'm going to go into Ashanti, which is the brown with the green undertone. And that's going to be my outer V color. Oh, it works. Yes. Okay. Perfect. And I'm actually going to bring this down. Excuse me. Okay. So you guys can see how that's building into an outer V. Somebody's trying to get another person's attention. I'm just gonna build a similar outer V here. And yeah, that is the makeup of my crease. I actually need to change my battery because my battery's dying. I am going to do that, and then we will be right back to kind of blend all this stuff together and do all the other fun things. So give me 1 second. Okay, so I just went to change my battery. Hopefully not too many things are different. And what I'm gonna do is take my Morphe M562, it's the really small blending brush, and I'm just gonna blend all of these crease colors into the lime green that I had as my transition. And I'm just kind of going pretty lightly over the edges just to get them to blend. And like, I don't know if you guys can see, but the orange comes higher in my crease than these other two colors. So I will be adding more of those colors on that eye, just so that overall the blend is nice. Okay, so here's the worker brush of this evening, and we're just gonna build a little bit more of these colors. And just slowly but surely keep building the colors. And then I am gonna take that builder brush that I've been using, or the blender brush, and I'm gonna go into Masai, which is that lime green, just to help blend these out on the very edges. Okay, we just went crazy for a little bit. I like how this is coming out thus far. It's blended enough for me. Maybe not for anybody else, but it's blended enough for me. Now what I'm gonna do is go into the only other matte in this palette and go into San, which is like a deep teal color. And I'm going to deepen out my outer V now with San. I like that. I hope you guys can see it. I know I have my camera out pretty far, but typically in these looks, I bring it in too close. So I figured I could edit it in closer, need be. And you see how that just deepened up this whole thing? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alrighty, so now it is time to deal with my lid color. I am going to sharpen my milk crayon, which I'm hoping this is the last time I can sharpen it. And then I am going to go ahead and cut my crease, or not my crease, cut my lid. And then we will come back because hopefully by then I will figure out what I'm gonna actually put on my lid. So give me 1 second. Alrighty guys, so I, as you can see, cut my lid, and what I'm gonna do is just take a little bit of that product of that last color that I put on and just blend, just so that it has a really nice transition to the matte shades, and it's not like this stark difference between these shades when I put on my lid color. Okay, and then I'm just going to take that same exact brush I cut my lid with, which is that same Royal & Leigh nickel brush I always use, and I did not decide what my lid color was going to be. That would have been effective. Let's go, I'm gonna go light. I'm gonna go light, and I'm gonna go with Coral, which is that color I used to top off in my first color, or my first look. I just don't want this to be too dark, and I also don't want it to have orange on orange. So I'm gonna use this color, which is a duochrome, and I'm gonna set my lid with it. I'm not gonna worry about any fallout. I will deal with that after I get this set. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go back like I did before and just kind of blend a little bit more. Just so, like I said, it doesn't look too stark. I am gonna take a brush that I've used for my under eyes and just remove any and all fallout from my face, and it was super easy to remove that. This lid, this whole upper situation is looking fierce, actually fierce. So what am I gonna do for my lower lash line in my inner corner? Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. So first I need to find, yes, I had it available. I'm gonna take my e.l.f. liner brush and I'm gonna go into Son, which is the deepest color in this palette, and I'll put that on the outer portion of my eye. Okay, next I'm going to take hopefully a clean brush. Yes, this is a clean Sonia G Crease Pro brush, and I am going to go into Ashanti. And Ashanti is that brown that I had on my outer V, and that's what I'm going to blend this out with. And this brush is so good with blending stuff out, it actually dragged the blue to the inner part of my eye. It's fine. So yes, simple. Actually, let me go ahead and make this more intense. How do you lose a brush in 2 seconds? Okay, I'm actually gonna take this on again. And we're just gonna go for it. Okay, and then I'm gonna just go back with Ashanti. All right. Only other thing is just kind of touch up these outer corners over here. Because the outer corners are with Ashanti, I just want to make sure they're connected. Okay. Okay, I am happy. I'm very, very happy. What I'm gonna do is hop off camera. I am gonna do my waterline, my liquid liner, because I think this deserves a liquid liner. I'm gonna do my mascara, and then I will come back and show you guys what I'm gonna put in my inner corner, because it's actually not gonna be something from this palette. I want to use a slightly different color, so I will be right back. All right, so liquid liner, waterline, mascara is all done. And now what I'm gonna do is do my inner corner highlight, and I'm extremely excited because I'm gonna be using one of my Kristein Leigh shadows. And it's from her Halloween collection, and because of these nails, I can't pick it up. Okay, there we go. It's called Jack-o-latern. It's a beautiful, beautiful, sparkly orange, and I wanted to put that in my inner corner, so let's see how it goes. Oh yeah. Brilliant move. Brilliant. I love that. I really do. I think what I'm going to do is just add a little bit more of another orange from her collection. And this one is in the shade Tease. And I think this one is just slightly lighter. So I'm just going to add just a little bit. Yeah, it is. So it just adds a little bit of brightening to that inner corner. Perfect. I am really liking this. Let me zoom out now. Definitely zoomed in. Take my hair down. And for my lip product, if you know me at all, during this Project Pan, I have been really going in on my ABH Bittersweet liquid lipstick from ABH. And I can't find it, nor my other ABH liquid lipstick. So I'm going to use Hudson, which I haven't used at all. And I do have a lip liner on. It's like a NARS lip pencil. And I'm just going to kind of spread this out all over. It's like a cool toned pink, kind of. So I figured that would go good with this cool tone look. And yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys today. This is now my second look. Let me just stop talking and give you guys a slowdown. That's all I've got for you guys today. I will be coming in one more day to give you guys another look. I'm really enjoying this look. It's nice and blown out. I used a lot of colors today. I'm just gonna ignore that. The only colors that I didn't use are these three shimmers. But other than that, I used all of my other colors, and honestly, I could have used this shimmer and then brightened it up with one of my Kristein Leigh cosmetic singles, but it is what it is. I really like this look. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and let's get into look number 3. Alrighty guys, so this is the third and final look using my Juvia's Place Tri palette. And I have, like always, I have already primed and set my base. What I am going to do is just start this look, kind of thinking back to my other two looks. I'm gonna do something a little bit different, focusing on the two shimmers that I haven't used on camera, these two, and then I also think I'm gonna use these two colors as well. So what I'm gonna do is go into Masai, which is this light lime green, and I'm gonna put that in my transition. Okie dokie. Now that that is nice and blown out the way I like, I'm just gonna put my brush, this is the Wayne Goss 16, on my color swatch again, and then I'm gonna go into Aroma right here, which is the matte orange. I'm gonna take that exact same brush, the Wayne Goss 16, and just go slightly under, right where my actual crease is. I need a mirror per usual because I cannot see. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure that the saturation is the same on both eyes, and I think it is. So there it is. I think it also naturally just did a pretty decent blend between the two colors, so I'm not gonna fuss about that. Next, what I am going to do, I don't want to cut my lid. I don't want this to be a really defined lid, but I do want to apply some shimmers. So I'm going to use this MAC 242S, and I am going to take Cuba, which is the dark teal shimmer, on a dry 242 synthetic from MAC, like I said, and I'm just going to place that on my outer V. And I'm just patting it right in so I get the placement that I want. And there you go. So I'm going to do the exact same thing on my other eye. Alrighty, then what I'm going to do is just flip over the 242, and now I'm going to go into the orange that I haven't used, which is Cora right here. Once again, it's going to be the dry brush. I'm not going to wet this brush at all. And I'm going to put this on the inner part of my lid. And I'm just like weirdly blending out the shimmer just a little bit. I don't expect it to be perfect, but I do think I could blend it slightly better. And what I'm going to do is clean off this 242 really quickly. And I'm going to go into Changa, which is the middle shade. And I think this is going to tie the look together. And I'm just going to put that in the center. Yep. Because Changa has like a slight green undertone. It also has some orange in there. And it'll just be a good little bridge between these two colors. Like I said, nothing is set, so I am getting slight fallout, but it will be brushed away soon enough. And that is my upper lash line. I'm liking how simple but nice it is. I'm just gonna go ahead and brush away any and all fallout that I have on my face. Okay, now it's time to do my lower lash line. What I'm gonna do is go into the matte sun, and I'm just gonna drag that all over my lower lash line. This is a Royal and Land Nickel blending brush. This is the BOM 43. And this sun color is pretty much the same thing, the same color as the shimmer. It's just a matte. So it really connects to that upper lash line pretty good. And then what I'm going to do is just clean off the brush really quickly. And I'm just going to use Ashanti because it pretty much blends into my skin tone on my bottom lash line. So I'm just going to use that just to blend this out and just to make it slightly smokier than it already is. For my inner corner highlight, I'm going to clean off my Eddie Funkhauser pencil brush, and then I'm going to go into the duochrome in this palette, which is this color right here. It's Coral. Once again, I'm not going to wet my brush, and I'm just going to stick it right there. Yeah, actually I think I'm going to do a little bit of combination and bring a little bit of the Changa in there just to give it a little green and orange situation. Okay, I am happy with this final look. I am just going to go off camera really quickly, put some mascara. I'm not going to do liquid liner because I like how it's dramatic based on the blue. So I wanted to focus on the blue. So I'm just going to do liner, waterline, figure out what I'm going to put on my lips, and I will be right back. Alrighty guys, so I am back. I have now done my mascara. I actually finished up my mascara primer, which I will have a video talking about this. This is the CoverGirl Last Splash Amplified Primer Mascara. If I have the video already up, I will link it up in the cards. I put a random liner in my waterline from MUA. And then I also, my lip product is a Nabla liquid lipstick in Narcotic. I really do enjoy this formula. Very thin, not drying, very opaque. It does take a little while to dry, so I'm looking in the viewfinder and it looks like it hasn't completely dried, but in person it does. So it's probably still going to take a little while to dry, but I just wanted to go ahead and hop on here. So this is my final look. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me just zoom out sis. Okay, here we go. This is my third look for my Juvia's Place The Tribe palette. This palette is beautiful. It is 9 shadows and it retails, I want to say, for $25. If I'm wrong, I will put it on the screen. You can get this for a discount. I believe I got mine for a discount. I'm not positive though. And I'm just going to go ahead and swatch the shadows really quickly. I'm going to go row by row by row. So the first shadow is Masai. And if you didn't know, all of these names are from actual tribes on the continent. They all live in various areas on the continent though, not in one particular country or the other. Next is Aromo, which is an orange. I'm sorry, the first color is a bright lime green. Aromo does need a few swatches for you to really see it on my skin, but it is in my look as you guys saw today. The third color is Tootsie, and this is another pretty light but very beautiful green. It's kind of like the green that that Angelica Niquis is always talking about, the ancient green. It's a coastal scents green that she's always raving about, and I never purchased, but it's one of her favorite greens from Coastal Scents. Next is Coral, and this is the first shimmer that I'm swatching. It is a duochrome shimmer. It appears to be a white, but it has a green shift to it. Next we have Kaja, and Kaja is a beautiful metallic orange, and it does have like a light shift to it. You guys can see it. I can see it in the viewfinder. It has like a really light, like yellow type undertone to it. Next we have Cuba. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's how I'm saying it. And this is a beautiful, majestic blue green duochrome as well. Next and final row we have Ashanti, and this is a beautiful, beautiful brown with a heavy, very heavy green undertone to it. Extremely heavy green undertone. Then we have, I cannot read these names. Next we have Curla, and this is a more true orange metallic in comparison to this one up here. This is definitely a lot more true. This one's definitely more of a duochrome. And then last but not least, we have a matte, and it is the Sun. And this is one of the more pigmented mattes out of the bunch. So these are the 9 shadows in this Tribe palette. Let me just go ahead and give you guys the stats. It is a cruelty-free eyeshadow palette. It has 32.4 grams or 1.140 ounces total in the palette. It has a 24-month shelf life, and like I said, it is 9 eyeshadows. I thoroughly do enjoy this palette. I think this is going to be more of my like go-to everyday eyeshadow palette, whereas the Zulu palette is like my favorite overall palette. This is definitely reached the second place for me when it comes to Juvia's Place eyeshadows. I really enjoy the color scheme. You guys know I love greens, I love blues, and oranges I'm starting to kind of get into. So this palette really is a nice palette. I don't think I've ever seen, well, not that I've paid attention to many other reviews, but I think almost everybody's review is pretty much raving when it comes to this eyeshadow palette. So I mainly just wanted to give you guys 3 different looks based on how I would bring some looks based on this palette. I am looking to use this palette even more, especially now that I'm slowing down my purchasing. So I'm really excited about that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this 3 looks, 1 palette and review. Comment down below if you have this palette, if you've tried any of my looks, if you've tried anybody else's looks, if you have your own looks. Let me know any of the damage. I would love to hear from you guys. And as always, y'all, it has been real.